Okay, boys and girls, it's Saturday night in Omaha, and I just want to let you know that my rehab from the past year and trip to the College World Series is over. Now, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do next year to, celebrate a year of rehab or a year of being no cancer. And this morning, I was walking down to the baseball village outside the stadium to go pick up some t-shirts, and there was a lip of concrete that I did not see. And when you're 6'4" and 250 pounds, the momentum gets you going. And so the momentum had me going, and I fell down. Fat man go boom. Fortunately, as you can see, my face broke most of the fall. Fun stuff, huh? They wound up having Omaha fire medics on scene within a minute. They were at the stadium anyway, just for regular stuff. But they took a look at my face, and they asked me who I was and everything, and blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. So they wound up making the mistake everybody does. Here, let us help you up. No, I got to be able to get up myself. So get out of my way. If I need you, I'll ask. Anyway, they wanted me to go. They wanted to transport me via the meat wagon to the emergency room. And y'all know how that went over too. That didn't happen. So I went back in the stadium. I had my camera with me, and I thought I had lost. I thought somebody had, said, "Hey, look, there's somebody that's down and hurt. Let me just take his camera and go away." But it actually was one of the photographers had followed me out. He was going somewhere. He saw me go down, and he grabbed my camera and took it back to the media room. So thank you for that. They got me back in. I sat down for a couple of hours, and I had several different people from the fire department come back and check on me, and several people on the medical teams that work the stadium that came and checked on me, and several of the guest services people checked on me, and photographers. I even had somebody from the NCAA come down and check on me. And thank you for that, Jen. I do appreciate it. I really, really do. She was the one that asked me if I had messed up my hat when I fell, and I said, "What do you mean?" And she took the hat off, and she showed me the front of it where it's all eaten up. I said, "No, Jen, that's why they call it the ugly ass hat. I've had it like that for a while." So anyway, about 1 o'clock, I was getting ready to go back to the hotel, and I decided to go to the first aid station, have them check me out one more time, see if I had a concussion. And they recommended very strenuously that I go to the emergency room. And again, they, said, "We need to get the meat wagon here to transport you." And I'm like, ain't gonna happen. Forget about it. So I went down to the emergency room at CHI Hospital. I think that's Creighton Health, whatever. And I spent about 3 or 4 hours there. They wanted to do a CT scan on my head. And I felt like whipping out my computer and saying, "Look, I've got my last PET scan. I can show you what it looked like." But they wanted to do a CT scan to make sure there was no brain bleed. And then they wanted to do an x-ray on my arm because it was bothering me. So they did that, and they brought me back into the room. And again, it's just like when you go to the hospital. I'm trying to sleep, take a little nap there. The lights are off, and every few minutes something would go beep, 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 beep. It's just like, you go to the hospital, they wake you up in the middle of the night to give you a sleeping pill. Still don't know what was beeping, but anyway, that was life. So finally the doctor comes in and says, "I got good news and bad news." Okay, let's have the good news. Well, your head is okay. You don't have any brain bleed or anything like that. There are no bones cracked around here. That's good. But the bad news is you broke your arm. Okay, that's not funny, Doc. It's your humerus bone. Doc, that really ain't funny. But I have broken the humerus bone in my right arm, and there's my sling. They have given me a shot of pain medicine this evening. They are sending me to see. It's not bad enough for them to put me in the hospital here and take me to an orthopedic team. They said it's a clean break and that they recommend that my doctor get me to an orthopedic surgeon as soon as possible. So my plans right now are to get up in the morning, Sunday, Father's Day. Remember that. Tell your dads Happy Father's Day if you still got them. So I'll get up tomorrow morning and start my drive home and call my doctor's office and schedule something with them either Monday or Tuesday to see if I get into an orthopedic surgeon. Right now I'm in this sling. It's going to be difficult to change clothes and all. So I've got some interesting plans to make for this weekend. But I'm okay. I was looking for a new adventure and what was going to be my rehab next year, for my second year of my adventure. And apparently now it's going to be having a black eye and a scrape on my head and road rash on my arm and a broken shoulder, broken arm, broken humerus bone. But it's clean. So anyway, no more pictures from the World Series this year. I'm sorry. I do have some from yesterday I have not posted yet, so I will post them tonight. But one positive thing about this, some people might say, is that because I'm in this sling and because I've got a broken arm, they tend to believe that I suffer from road rage, maybe. So at least now I'll have one hand on the road and I won't be able to salute people with the other hand. So, that's an early Father's Day for all of you who will be driving tomorrow. No road rage from the fat man. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know, that's why you're not going to see me. I saw Brett Spring. Brett Spring was up in the stands. Brett was a manager for the baseball team. He and I believe his dad are up at the World Series, and he's been sending me little smart remarks about my flowered Hawaiian shirts. I had another one for you today, Brett. Maybe another time you'll see it. And then Greg Dry's daughter, Dylan, texted me last night and said she is at the World Series. Dylan, sorry, I'm not going to get to see you this trip. So anyway, that's where we are. It's Saturday night. What was the Cat Stevens song? Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody? Well, that's pretty much it right here. I'm going to try to get something to eat now and watch a little baseball on TV. Maybe I'll take some pictures with my cell phone and call that, let that be your College World Series memories. Anyway, I'm out of here. Have a nice day. Happy Father's Day to all you who are fathers. And I will talk to you later and let you know what goes on.